America, home of the free, land of the brave. Welcome to Las Vegas, 4/21/26. Is it happy hour yet? It's happy hour somewhere. From my hair down to my toenails, all of what I'm good at, my interests, my clothes, my animals, well, journalism, how I cook, how I make breakfast, how I clean, everything. Shoes, everything. Music, everything. I mean, everything. Books, The Wizard of Oz. Okay. So I haven't watched that in a while, so I watched some clips on YouTube, of course. I can put that on TV, don't worry. It's not gonna be a documentary news, don't worry. So the music in the background, like I give a I'm good, don't worry, I'm good. We all know what happened, some of us. So Mac Computers is not challenging Apple, but their staff. Because I'm perfect for human. And I don't know about this, and I've said this lately. They want to be me or both. With lust, envy, greed. Do you want to be a tight little tan body with natural huge bug blue eyes and also look good with bleach blonde hair? Do you? Do you want a tight because you're some pretty boy that has a loose one? Or do you want a loose I'm not one. So on December 27th, 2020, when Scott Centers illegally got me arrested for a fake domestic violence because he was the one being abusive, and LVMPD respectfully came at least 2 or 3 times. He went up and down, the elevators, I don't know which one of 3, with LVMPD. Then I get arrested, and I had on one of his white V-neck t-shirts, and he'd gotten my nails done the night before, and I had just gotten out of Crossroads for 1 week. And I just gotten back from Alaska. Kalamata and I have specifically flown back, and we're crying in front of the Joe W. Brown at the Las Vegas Country Club and the Vegas Valley on Maryland. Now Joe W. Brown's off Desert Inn. So then, after all that, I got sober, mere 2.5 weeks after. Finally, I was done the last time. The last time I went to CCDC twice for Scott Centers. Now, I could have gone there for drunk driving before, but I hadn't, and that was premeditated by Scott Centers. And of course, here I met officers making fun of me. It's not funny, or marshals. One was named Officer, and maybe some of them were good. And then over here, because I always thought about my public defender, that I was at Resolutions with a guppy, and she came with me on one day. This is the first time I've been in a court hearing. And so I went, and I didn't click it together at all. I did, but I didn't. But I had friends that were helping me. But I wasn't really in shock. I was just naive about that, as I've never been in a court hearing or anything. So I went, and I remember what I was wearing. It was a Tommy Hilfiger shirt I got while I lived in Resolutions at Ross. I think at the Bruce one, and I walked a long way from Resolutions. I walked all the way down. I know, I didn't know the shortcut then. So then, and it was thicker. It was white. Not like neon white, and then it had not thick but not thin stripes of like ballet pink and a small like pinstripe horizontal of black, and then I had on black jean style, but the soft jeans that I like from Strawberry that are for small people that look good on some of us, and white ballerina shoes real ballet shoes because my feet hurt so bad in Alaska for everything that happened walking that I wore them, and they were Capezio, and I ordered them from Amazon, and then I threw them away because I wanted to forget about all of that stuff. And I am sentimental. I'm so mad I threw away some of that stuff. But anyway, back to the bigger picture. So I had a public defender, and I remember he was not tall but not short. He had brown hair and blue eyes. That's all I remember. He wasn't thin, but he wasn't big or anything. And I guess it's a plea deal, right? And so if I didn't contact Scott Centers till the end of May, then it would get dropped. So then, but I wasn't contacting him anyway because of Alaska. But then he said, you can have time to think about it. He didn't tell me what to do exactly, but he steered me in the right direction. But I took it. And I think that is the time I brought Agapi, because I brought her one time because I was in that outfit. So Agapi was in her stroller, and she had her blankie, her favorite one, or my favorite one too. It's white and ballet pink. Now, she's a girl, and her favorite color is pink. She looks good, but she looks good in every color. Lavender and red and everything. So the public defender is there. Now, I don't remember his name. He's not there anymore. right across from, with respect, Nevada federal court for, I was told, criminal, family, and civil, and across the street, other guards, and with respect to the good ones, they're protecting a lot of stuff, and it's not funny. That other side is bankruptcy. So Scott Centers has a huge problem, not me. We were never married, and as we know, I haven't done anything illegal since I got sober because, I have driven drunk before, and it only takes once, and it's not funny. Did I mention it was non-court ordered to go to Desert Hope for at all? And I stayed 5 days shy of a year, and I would have never stayed if it weren't for my service stock. Today has been eventful. I have videos and I'm putting them up. Why wait, right? I'm a real newscaster. I don't do it to look hot or because I didn't get enough attention at home or anything like beep when there's LVMPD here. You don't give a I know you don't, and I don't talk like this or act like this, but I'm a big deal, right? They tried to carbon copy everything about me, and I mean everything. From my hair to my toes, DNA, music, my animals, and so much more. I love Yoo-Hoos. I do. I love Yoo-Hoos, okay? And Lil Randall's back. Lil Randall, he's a Cabbage Patch Kid. We lived in there with the coffee, so it's not funny. So Scott Centers, well, we had a TPO, that's temporary protective order, against him from me in Alaska for 3 years. This Fremont 9, sorry, it's LE now. Now this is not carbonated. I love Yoo-Hoo since I was little. Now everybody's going to be wearing a Yoo-Hoo t-shirt tomorrow and calling me a bitch under their breath, trying to hit me with their e-bikes and more, beat me up and steal my, I don't call it sober backpack, right, with all my legal documents. Now I don't know who packed this up. I didn't. And when all of that was going on, it's not funny. Back to Eli Fremont 9. It was under my name, Maria Athens. Yeah, that's my name in America, okay? Maria's pretty easy to say. So was Irene. Somehow they got Maureen because of my stupid mom. And my dad's not passive, but enough with her. So he pays the rent there. And I was scared. I had an eviction from Anchorage, Alaska, the only other one. It was in my name for a couple months. He paid my fake landlord, Scott Centers, from the Regency Tower. And that's not even really that big of a deal. Cheers, Yamas, and I know how to beep out words. I'm not going to use this. Maybe. So. Oh, and I just noticed, with respect, there's an LVMPD male police officer right there. I thought the SUV was just parked over there. Maybe they needed a break. And I don't say they. Thank you for your service. And the whole thing. Loreano's back. And what Cabbage Patch can say that they were with, Sin City's police department for 8 months. He's doing good, and he's not even talking. What's there to say about all of this? And he's 08 on May 26th. His same birthday as his dad, and it's not his fault who his dad is. And he wants to keep his hair brown. He's only 07. So as I approach, here, 11th and Ogden, Stewart's obviously on the north side, I realize there's one LVMPD with respect SUV. So then I realize when I get here, it's crime stoppers do not cross LVMPD, I think yellow and black tape. So I said, excuse me, can I go through here on the other side to go home? And they said no. And they said no. And I don't say cop, I say police officer, because I was raised, and I think, it's a job like any other skilled job that's good, okay? And I don't know I don't have cop friends that I think are cool or anything. Well, I do. I didn't really realize that Donna Anthony was a police chief of Chickaluna, Alaska. We were just friends, and we were friends before she was too. Look at all of this. And where did it happen in? This one, Move-In Special 249. They have Pilates and Frank Sinatra there. What is that called? A mosaic? Welcome to Las Vegas right now. Ward 5, District 6. Hashtag DTLV, because of how perfect I am. And I didn't ask for any of this. Neither did my service animals, Kalamata Gatula, Happy, or Agape Athens. That's Maria Athens. Love Lil Randall. Now, he did come home from LVMPD EV, that's the acronym for Evidence Vault, on Thursday before noon, last Thursday, April 16th, 2026. And he's gone quiet. They babysat him, and he needed that because someone's going to steal him or worse. And he'll be 08 on May 26th, and he'll be back with me on his birthday. And it's not funny. but we've got Rogue or Rogue toys, and I don't even know about this. If people want to look like me or F me or something, even if they resent me and they have role playing and all of this stuff, I don't know this stuff. And if I was gay, I'd be gay. I don't think I'm gay, but also I'm not bitter towards men or women platonically and the whole thing. Happy Tuesday. It's happy hour somewhere. Good evening and welcome to KYUR, ABC Statewide News at 5 Alaska. I'm Doreen Lorenz and I'm Maria Athens. Stay tuned for World News Tonight with David Muir, ABC at 5:30, coming up next. I thought that was cool to say because he was national. I never thought he was good looking or anything. Good evening and welcome to KTBY, Fox 4 News at 9. I'm Maria Athens. Good evening and welcome to KYUR, ABC News at 10. I'm Maria Athens, producer, multimedia journalist, editor, slave. I never got a raise. Ever. And I only got health insurance when I was with Scott Centers, but that ended December 2020. Just like Athens, Maria, and Centers, Scott were no longer members of St. John the Baptist, Sin City's only Greek Orthodox cathedral and or church, Ephetesto Parapoli. Kyrie eleison. This is not my body for you. And respectfully, I don't know why good people go there. I mean, I guess so some Greeks, or we do say Greek by injection, either way, really. Yeah, you know, my mom was Greek by injection because she birthed me, right? From my 100% Greek father. That's Lambros Omeros Athens. Lonnie Homer Athens. His name day's on Easter. Homer. Athens, the birthplace of democracy, the first written language after cuneiform, and we pride ourselves on being the first Christianity. I know it's so much more, and his name day is on Easter, and his birthday is March 25th, Greek Independence Day. But our Greek parade isn't until April sometime this month. Reporting from this year's Greek Independence Day parade, I'm Maria Athens for New Greek TV. That's Time Warner Cable in New York City, and more. YouTube. From my hair to my toes, and in order of, well, our ages. Maureen Athens, Maureen, quote, Maria, end quote, Athens. Put O'Rourke in there, that's my middle name, O''R''OURK. Maria's pretty easy to say in American. Ask my limousine liberal mother, because she said Maria sounded like a maid in America, and it does. And it's not funny. And then it was supposed to be Irene Athens, right? And I would have been the only one with the name, because in the Greek culture, you name the first son or daughter after the paternal father, mom or dad. And then if you're both Greek and you want to, the woman, the wife, gets both the others. So, but then my mom didn't want to name me Irene. You know why? Because she let her husband beat her children, my poo-poo, Pete the Greek. He had an alcohol problem. Now, he didn't have the best childhood. I'm not giving him a pass. But his mother got decapitated and her head landed in his lap when he was little. And there was 5 of them, I think, or more. I know it. And they all were dispersed in America to different family members. And I loved him. I was the only one really. And my dad said when he was dying that they found him face down in his trailer on Jefferson Davis Highway in Richmond, Virginia, with a bottle of whiskey strategically placed. And many Greeks, I've never done this, are superstitious about banks, so they hide money behind picture frames and such. And my Uncle Billy went and stole it all. And I know, just like Don Young didn't die in an airplane, peacefully sleeping next to his retired U.S. Armed Forces military nurse wife, my grandfather did not die face down with a closed bottle of whiskey. Ward 5, District 6, and the Stewart Arms. Now, I was going to live here in the beginning of all of this. I thought about it, but everyone said it was so gross. And I thought about it after resolutions, too. That's 230 North 11th Street, 89101, Ward 5, District 6. Hashtag DTLV. Thank you. Very funny. So I'm 47, and I'm fine with it. I never lied about it, okay? So I learned how to drive on Tupac's Fat Double CD. Was it Machiavelli or Apocalypse? I don't even know what Apocalypse is. And he got shot on Koval Lane. He was 24, right? According to Wikipedia. And according to the internet, he was in a Las Vegas hospital, and 9 days later, don't exactly quote me or Wikipedia or wherever I read it, he tried to leave and he still died. And I never played Picture Me Rollin' or any of those songs because I take my alcoholism very seriously. I will never drink again, and I will never want to. And I'm not telling myself that because I secretly want to. If I want to, which I never will, no person, place, nonprofit institution will stop me. And it's a huge deal. I wasn't court ordered for the 2 misdemeanor DUIs. Now, I could have gotten a DUI, and it's not funny, but those were all premeditated by Scott Sanders. He even paid for Vivitrol. It was $2,300 in a deferring butt cheek external every month. So like a real alcoholic, they say you can't get drunk on it. It's actually for opioids. The 4th month I tried it. And you're right, you can't get drunk on it. Cannot, but you can black out. Good job, Scott Sanders and his richer counterparts. Now, he would get really mad if I said, he would say he was going to go bet. I'd say good luck or have a nice time. He would get so mad. And then he would have me pick up his bets, and the way he did it, he would lick his hand and be like, I want 3,000 on this parlay and all this stuff. I was embarrassed for the people that worked at the Westgate. And then I uncovered thousands, if not more, because now it's not my money. It's not my problem. And I've always said, it's not the liquor bottle's fault that I opened it and chugged it knowing I couldn't do it. And it's not the casino's fault, even if they give them incentives if somebody has a gambling problem. Good evening and welcome to KTBY Fox 4 News at 9. I'm Maria Athens. Good evening and welcome to KYUR ABC News at 10. I'm Maria Athens. Now that is live. So we're right here at the corner of 11th and Stewart, right in front of Stewart Arms, 230 North 11th Street. We've got TV, not news anchors, they're out here, and we have a plethora of, respectfully, LVMPD and at least Protective Force International. I'm not pointing at anybody. Reporting from downtown Las Vegas, I'm Maria Centers for KPVM Channel 25 Television, Southern Nevada News Network, and Ace Country Radio. What time is it? I get into my Greek news too and so much more. How's Alleywire? Silicon Alley in New York City. Now, I thought that was bad they said that because there's only one Silicon Valley in America. Stuart Armstrong. I know. It's not funny.
Right here. ShareDOWNTOwn. You're going to have several cops that are refusing to allow me to go to my place. Yeah. There you go.
This is not funny, and I am staying on the sidewalk. Reporting live from Las Vegas, I'm Maria Athens. Once again, I am pro-police, the good ones, and public-private law enforcement. I thought police marshals and LVMPD were the same thing. And then there's, with respect, Clark County police officers in schools and everything, right? So then I was walking from over there, and they said I couldn't walk through because there was a yellow and black, do not cross, police zone. I think it's Crime Stoppers. So then I went here, and they said they wouldn't. Then there was 2, I don't say this, white women, but people have called me a white skinny bitch and worse, over there saying, this isn't about fake crime. So then I walked here, and LVMPD, a younger, I guess, African-American, they said I had to cross the street. I couldn't go home for a couple hours. I said, my stomach hurts and I need to pee. And then PFI, Protective Force International, they were on my show, and it was good, and I'm proud of it. And I did it all by myself. Vegas Stronger Works. I bought all the equipment and everything. Nobody taught me how to do it. And I thought one of my only legit episodes was when Protective Force International was on it. Now, I heard they were bought by new people from California, and they may rebrand it. That's not good or bad. What if people saved up and it's expensive here and they want to rebrand it themselves? Things change. But then at PFI, law enforcement and private security, yes, he said I could go home. After the LVMPD said I couldn't. But then I asked a male LVMPD police officer, he was sitting here, could I go in here? And all these other people are out here. And I'm a big deal. And, I was too underweight. Now, I don't have bipolar, schizophrenia, eating disorder, any of that. I'm not making fun of real people that do if they're good people or people that go to the gym or anything. I have permanent stress and trauma from my mother and Scott Randall Centers, my ex-boss and ex-forever fiance. 7 years. And then all the little outfit of the day, single and ready to mingle. I put this sin in Sin City single. And I did love him. I thought I did. I wasn't using him for a job. I'd never even been to Alaska when I got the job. And they didn't even want to do a Zoom or anything with me because they knew who I was. I would want to. And with all due respect, I'd want to know what a TV journalist actually looked like. And 17 plus years older is a lot with all the abuse. And I still have Bell's palsy a little. And then there were fake Mormons talking to Sylvia and Jesus with their dog when I was walking down, Maryland, that turns into Bruce right here. And of course, there's this stray cat. I don't care. It's not my cat. As long as it doesn't give me any diseases or jumps on me. What fake news are you with? Or do you just have a camera? Are you a citizen journalist like Don Lemon? Now, I'd come back from Greece. I was working at a speakeasy. I wasn't drinking for a couple years, but I got to the root cause of why I hated myself. It was called Bathtub Gin, and it was in a cool part of New York City, and I drove there from my dad and my stepmom's house. It is only 13 miles away from Manhattan, and the Lincoln Tunnel was pretty close, and I could usually find a parking space pretty easily at the time I got there. So Don Lemon comes in CNN, and I was an intern for CNN at the United Nations headquarters in New York City. They said it was the hardest one to get. So on my first semester of graduate school, I took out a hefty student loan because my dad paid because he was a tenured professor. Seton Hall, I could get in free, but only if my grades were good, right? So he said we can't afford it, but I'm glad I took out the student loan. It was Sally Mae, then it went to Navient, and now it's Mohila debt. $45,000, so it's $393. Now, I did have a couple of emergencies. When I got divorced from my one and only husband in Greece, George, I deferred it, and when I went to rehab. So it's $45,000. I always paid the $393 a month. Now, I paid $35,000, and I owe around $47,000. Bleed blue for Seton Hall, and I still don't regret it. And Don Lemon gave me his card and said, I can help you with a journalism job. And then the American said my news in English was too ethnic for Greece, what I had done in Greece. I know. Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas. Drive carefully. Come back soon. Thanks for visiting. At least the sign from Pahrump to California. I didn't realize you could go that, I guess you go southwest, north. Yeah, and there you can just go over this, bump. And it's, I think, 65 miles an hour. Now, mini Maria, I don't play with Barbies, but I got this. And then I cut her hair because my hair was short. And I don't regret cutting it because my hair is feeling better. And my skin, nails, and feet and everything. So we went over the bump and we went to California. Now, I shouldn't have done it. I stopped my Jeep, Scott's Jeep, and I sat there for a second. But then I thought, with the blind spot and how fast people are going, and people are, I'm no saint. Obviously, that's why I got sober for real, and it wasn't court ordered. Somebody could have hit me, and I could have died. And I did it twice, and I went to California and back in under 5 minutes. Oh my God, you're not supposed to leave your units, you live there. So free Pilates, and who is that? Frank Sinatra, and who's that? Oh my God. I know they're all so jealous of me. I know they all want to be me. Or it's so gross. Other people told me this. And I don't think like this. And if I was gay, I would be gay. I'm not gay. But if I am gay, I don't need to wear a rainbow flag. Now, if good people that are suppressed being gay need a rainbow flag, that's okay too. All's all matter, money's money or not, right? Right. Money doesn't buy happiness. It sure buys security, food, heating, shelter, medicine, whatever you need. Should I go get free Pilates? I'm good. And, my stomach puffs out a little bit. I'm a full-fat vegetarian. Am I going to start going to the gym and doing crunches now at 47? No, it's not my thing. Now, I have had gym memberships before, but it's just not my thing. And I don't think people are bad that go to the gym that don't brag about it or that's their whole identity. And move a muscle, change a thought. It helps me. I'm a walker. And I have 3 service animals, 2 dogs and a cat. Now it says, according to Nevada.gov, the interface that I saw when I checked, you could only have a service dog or donkey. Like, I'm gonna get a service donkey and bring it on the RTC. I didn't get you in it, we are neighbors. Am I okay to go like this and then I'm gonna turn around? Is that okay?
You live here.
Yeah, you're right. Why are they over here? All these news people, the fake news. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go inside. Thank you. I mean it. Thank you. What a day. It's almost been a year since I left Scott Centers and called 911 twice. July 25th and July 29th. He was up there with LVMPD, that's Scott Randall Centers, when I elected to go home after putting myself in Sunrise the second time. Nobody told me to put myself in 3 times. Now, I'm sorry. Fresco, Vice, HBO, Fox, ABC, CW, CNN, MSNBC, Fox, ABC, CW, NBC, KPVM TV. Can you hear me? I'm a big deal. I'm not recording inside someone's house. It's Maria Athens. Can you hear me? Can you? Amateur hour. Sure. None of this is funny. The silver lining is they're going to have to, LVMPD with respect, police officers now have to put yellow and black, do not cross, don't quote me or them, behind 10.5 Street, right? Don't go over 15 miles per hour, no parking. Are the fake homeless homies going to go there and stalk me when I'm trying to sleep or use the bathroom or eat? They don't care about law enforcement. They don't. Oh, look, it's the posh one. I think my skin tone is darker than you. I think some African Americans look really good with blonde hair and some don't. I dyed my hair really dark brown. People said my eyes would pop. It looked really bad. I did it twice. I know I won't look good with red hair. Thank you. Some people do fake and real. Thank you. Does the carpet match the drapes and all of their dumb? Do you like my outfit of the day? AI was saying I identified as an international gypsy just weeks ago or a month or so. Thank you.